Hello and welcome back to The Elder Rolls, an online game of Elder Scrolls-based homebrew Dungeons & Dragons with online friends. I'm your host of the channel, Shade, also known as Plague Dr. Shade, and here with us as usual is benevolent, not mean to me at all, pre-session, co-host and dungeon master, Soul Angel.
You're not saying it, but I'm doing the Italian fingers.
I'm going to kill you. Can't have shit.
Cultural appropriation.
Anyway.
Hey, look, I'm Polish. That's close enough.
No, it is not. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, a couple of announcements before we begin, as per usual. First and foremost, a reminder to the chat, this is a mature D&D game. It will include depictions of adult themes such as drug and alcohol use, sexual themes, psychological torments, gore, body horror, and potentially much, much more. The DM will often, but not always, put up a warning sign before such events occur, so keep this in mind if you continue to watch. Second, another reminder that the music used in this game is merely an add-on and superlative to the game and its environment, with the main focus being on the game, the story, the characters, etc. Aside from Elder Scrolls music and Elder Scrolls Online music, respectively made by Bethesda and ZeniMax Online Studios, Soul, what other music do we use today?
We also have music from the God of War series, God of War and God of War Ragnarok by Santa Monica Studios. Music, as you can hear, from Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Original Sin 2 by Larian Studios, Darkest Dungeon by Red Hook Studios, Destiny 2 by Bungie Studios, Elden Ring and Bloodborne by From Software, and finally some Witcher 3 by CD Projekt Red. We also have some royalty-free tabletop music by Rock Nardin on YouTube, and music from tabletopaudio.com. If you're interested in fantastic free mood-setting music for your tabletop, please check them out at tabletopaudio.com and give them your support. We are not sponsored.
We are not sponsored indeed. However, we do sponsor ourselves. We are in a lovely little Discord server. That Discord server also happens to house not just where we play our games, but a system that is being written by Soul, myself, and Nox, with myself and Nox as editors, and Nox as the illustrator for the art that is in the book. That would be called Esper. Soul, would you like to talk about Esper briefly?
Or Elder Scrolls Prophecy role-playing game is a mechanics-heavy, narrative-driven system that allows you to build your character how you want and specialize in combat or narrative interactions or both. Even though the system is built for stories and customization, it does strongly support combat and more combat-driven campaigns. If you're interested in joining us for the beta test phase, which will start as soon as we finish the beta book, please join us on the Esper server pinned on the Twitch channel or down in the description of the VOD on YouTube. More testers, both player and GM, are always appreciated. As an additional note, Esper and the Esper team will never use generative AI images or text. We will always write everything by hand and use real art, either by official Bethesda artwork or hand-drawn by Nox himself. Shade.
And last but certainly not least, if you like the game, you like everything here, you like us, or whatever reason fits your fancy, please do me a huge favor by liking this video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel so you never ever miss an upload. That's it from me.
I mean, yeah, liking us for whatever reason, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, with that being said, are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
Yo.
Woo! Last we left off, the party picked up barrels of blood and started to make their way across the realm to deliver them. The trip was easy enough for the most part until they got to the cursed forest area. There they came across disgruntled competitors from the Sarsaber run, who wanted nothing more than make the party suffer for their favoritism with Malakath and for their win. Unfortunately for the group of attackers, they didn't listen and it came to blows with the attackers dying. During the fight, a vampire, smelling the barrels of blood, snuck in behind the fight, under an invisibility spell and began drinking copious amounts of the blood, only to be stopped and scared off while nearly losing their life. After which, Morcar attempted to save the damaged barrel in his strive for perfection and to impress his prince. Gilda and the others had to convince him that the barrel was a loss and told him refilling it with blood of the dead nearby would be dishonesty. When he relented and they moved on away from the blood-soaked sand in battlefield, they went to find a place to rest. And this is where we pick up. The next morning, after a good long talk between party members and preparing to gain the rest of their merit to enter the arena. And the floor is yours.
All right. So we take the long rest. Unless I already have. Yeah, I need to do that.
I can hit the button.
Sweet!
Yay, resources.
And I already did my roll, so it is Mel this morning.
You said it was dull.
A doll, right. That's what I meant to say.
It's dull.
Got mixed up in my head. Anyway, first thing she's gonna do in the morning is see Leo Big sleeping soundly.
Mm-hmm.
And to test his reflexes, she's gonna do a big stretch and attempt like a playful like drop kick to his head.
Reflexes, you say?
Okay.
A test of your reflexes.
Because she wakes up relatively early and sleeps pretty lightly due to background reasons, when it gets within an inch of his face, his hand reaches up and grabs your ankle.
I knew you'd do that.
Did you know?
I'm sorry, you just look so peaceful I couldn't contain the urge.
There are more pleasant ways to be awoken, though I suppose that this is normal. He throws your leg back as he starts to get up.
Whoa! She does like a fucking, she does like a fucking flip as she's thrown. Thinking the landing like a circus performer would. So much happened when I was away. Oh, what fun I've missed.
Aye, you did miss quite a bit, doll. Though, it would seem that Mel is definitely coming into her own.
Indeed she is. Seems like all that encouragement I put her through is paying off.
So it would seem.
Still, that doesn't mean I can't come out and play every once in a while.
It has been odd not hearing your mannerisms for a long time at least.
Oh, you missed me.
He shrugs.
What other shenanigans get the others involved in this morning?
I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. You are... what did you call yourself? A clown? A jester?
The fool.
Fool. You're the expert in that. I, on the other hand, should be making food. And he leaves the tent and prepares to make breakfast.
Yeah, she gives a little wave and goes out too. Let's see who's. Ooh, Calix is up.
Yeah, he's standing outside of Serinda's tent, waiting for him to wake up.
There would be sounds of setting up cooking stuff and making a very brief fire in the center of the camp, as you would see Mordecai preparing to make food. He is, as of course, when he's in the morning, quiet. He doesn't say anything. He just gives you a very small nod and acknowledgement, Calix and or Jari.
Nolan's gonna flip her way over to Calix.
Wheel.
Come shenanigans.
Mm.
As he sees Doll flip her way towards him, he'll kind of just give her a look and say, I see Doll's back.
You know it, baby. She's gonna fucking land on his shoulders.
The
Creepy boss soul shoulder touch.
Serinda welcoming squad.
Luckily, she's not all that heavy, so
She's on his shoulders.
yeah.
Together they're like, what, 15 feet tall?
Yeah.
He's just like bracing, but then he like forgets how strong he is, and he's like, "Wait, is this actually okay?"
You're useful for something. Pats his head.
Unfortunately, it seems like there might be a while. Yes, he's still snuggled up to Rivari.
Oh, the scandal.
You should have seen Jari last night. I was worried he was gonna go all werewolf again. I've gotten too close to losing my life too many times in the past few days.
Ah, missed all that fun too.
There's plenty left to be had. We're bringing these barrels for people to bathe in.
Mm.
Grim.
Just the very, very loud. It's that drunken snore. You know how loud that shit is.
Yeah, I'd probably hear like shuffling from inside Serinda's tent. He does he does bundle Rivari up a little bit, and then quietly as he can, back out of his tent and stumbles directly into Calix and Doll.
I guess I'll do a strength save to try not to drop Doll.
I was gonna have Doll flip off.
Okay, that's probably better for your chances of survival.
Doll randomly holds up her middle finger.
He's
Hell
not
yeah.
big. Roll one, so you just break both feet down. He's so if you did roll.
Doll is just looking at him with this fucking highly amused smirk.
He's still in
Surrender, like-
possession to hold doll. And he's like, wait, she's gone.
Serinda like pauses, looking between the two. What?
What were you doing all evening?
Sleeping.
Hmm.
He does get like like an indignant look on his face. He's still a bit red because he woke up and realized that Rivari was there, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
I feel like I should warn you that Jody did see you for a bit.
Big.
Look, it's not. Forgetting my Serinda accent. Hold, please. Look, it's not like that.
Just make sure the big brother instinct doesn't get you killed.
He's made that very clear. Yes, but look, she came over to me, and then I fell asleep with her on my legs. I don't know how I ended up. He like looks at Calyx, cradling her. I guess I'm used to sleeping next to someone. Condemn me.
Oh,
He like puts his hands up, like.
that will be
Like
Mr.
twirling the
Jarvis'
idol.
job.
Yeah. He's just grinning and nodding along with doll. It's like pointing towards Jardy. That's not my job.
There's nothing going on. There's nothing to condemn.
Yeah, this might help you. And he'll toss the idol to Serinda.
He catches a little bit of a fumble, like, clearly not expecting something to be tossed at him. What the fuck? What's
You
this?
feel something staring at you, Calyx.
You guys now seeing the gifts?
But he does say, Orkar wanted me to give this to you. He said that it's an idol of Dagon, and that it might help you with, any lingering pains that you kind of like gestures at his chest.
And Serinda does like he looks the idol over, scrutinizing it for a bit.
It's very well crafted.
Don't tell him I said this, but it's pretty well crafted.
God damn it, Thorn.
For me.
I was actually already planning to say that before you said.
All right, well, great minds think alike, but that's just that's perfect timing.
What do you expect? He's a fanatic. Of course.
I'm not gonna
it's
keep
like
this. I'm not gonna keep that quiet for free. Yeah, let's in the pot a little.
To further describe it, because it might not have gotten described in the notes. It is essentially the Reachman idol of Dagon, where you see that it's kind of polished, and there's a round bottom that is very much supposed to be used for a stand, but there's also a small hole at the top of the idol that you can use to like put through a loop if you wanted to like put it on a necklace or something.
Okay. Like, how big is the idol itself?
It's like fits in the palm of your hand, not too terribly big, but it's not like super
Okay.
small either. like a knick-knack.
Okay, yeah. He'll like he will turn it over in his hand multiple times. Yeah, we're all just directly outside the tent. Sorry to the pretty princess who wanted to sleep in.
Aww.
And Serinda does look over towards Morikar.
He is looking in your direction and seeing you. He does give you a very quiet nod as he turns back to the pan as he's stirring the eggs in it. They look quite fluffy from what you can see.
From, like, before Morikar looks away, Serinda makes a point to give him his what you can probably safely assume is a traditional Dagonite salute. But unlike when he does it in combat, where it's more like mocking, like, fuck you, the movement is sharper. He does mean it. And he turns to, like, duck back into his tent
Tuck.
to put the idol with the rest of his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just see Ramari blinking at you, very tired.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
thought it
sure
was-
they're so
Shut up!
tired.
he like
Behold
pauses.
my gifts.
There's no
No.
phone.
I
Shut
stop.
up. He pauses mid turn. He like gives her a really like sheepish, coy smile because I keep forgetting Serinda is such a fucking like whiny prude bitch. He goes red all over again. Good morning, as he steps into his tent to put the idol away.
Earl's just gonna passively walk away. She's bored.
Maybe I need to be more blatant with my gifts. Hold on.
Go on, Kern.
There we go.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
When you type in bone on the gift search, that's the first one that pops up.
That's awful.
Blame the people who made it popular. Holy shit.
Oh, I wish I could unsee that.
No, I had to see it, so you all must suffer with me.
No. Go on, Craven.
Bryce. Just kind of takes a look around the tent. Ah. I forgot she had come in here. Oh. This is good sleep.
He kneels to put the idol very carefully in his bag. Sorry to wake you. I tried not disturbing you. But, I was promptly accosted.
This one.
You turn
Right.
around and they're like 25 feet away by now.
It's just him now.
This one would not be surprised if somebody came to wake her later. Or soon. Hmm. Rivari is used to sleeping like this with others from her group. Sorry if it was uncomfortable for you.
Oh, no, by no means was it uncomfortable. I... Well, it was... Sorry. It was pleasant, to say the least. It's... I don't know if you took note, but apparently at some point during the night I did, scoop you away from my legs. And he puts his face in his hand like he's trying to hide away from her. At one point I did, apparently, well, not apparently, I woke up as I was doing it. I'd held you quite close, up against my chest, and apparently both Calix and your brother saw me do that. I didn't realize I'd done it until I woke up, and now everyone thinks that something is going on between us. Can't imagine why. There's like heavy sarcasm in that.
Oh, no. What could ever happen between Sanguinite and somebody else?
Well, as you said yourself, what's a euphemism between friends? Although I'm worried the longer this goes on, that your brother's going to gut me alive.
I will try to have a talk with him soon. And if you so wish, this one will cut back.
He'll like pause at that and like pull a couple faces. Like he's thinking real hard. I mean, you don't have to. Just with the knowledge in mind that I am still married. Although I don't know how happy she will be to see me. Not nearly as happy as I will be to see her, honestly.
Rivari may be a sanguinite, but she will not sleep with a married man.
I certainly wouldn't take advantage of that. I trust myself and you to keep this civil.
This will certainly keep it interesting.
He'll like he'll like cover his face again. I shudder to wonder what you mean by this.
Oh, and once we meet your wife, I'll keep it interesting with her too.
Oh God, Vari, please. He's full, red across the face, the ears, everything.
Rivari is giggling as much as I am. Okay. This one has tortured you enough. Right. I don't know if Serena's still beside the entrance or not, but she's going to start heading back towards your own tent.
Yeah, he will like as she starts to leave, he will reach out and gently grab her wrist before she can leave the tent. Just one more thing. I hate to have to clarify, but you won't tell my wife any of the uncouth things I've said and done. Did you? I really don't want her to get a bad impression of me.
The Rivari will keep silent about it.
He gives her a smile. Thank you. Quite frankly, I think she'd lynch me if she knew I called another woman anything near beautiful. Unfortunately, he will stand up and also move to leave the tent, opening the door, the tent flap for her.
When did this tent get a wooden door?
Oh no. You both are immediately punched in the face by very good smelling food.
I thought Ludovic just came over and punched both of us.
Yes.
That's what I thought. I was like, whoa.
You get immediately no. Punched in the face by smell. The smell is very good.
Serinda's still he's still blushing really hard, but he casually makes his way over for breakfast.
And as you walk over, Morikar will look over towards Jari. Make sure to spread it out evenly so everyone has a fair share. Bigger portions for the bigger people. I'm sure you know well enough that.
He nods.
He will start to spread out the portions onto the plates that he provided and hand them to Jari, with him taking the last part of the food, since he was the cook. And he, when Serinda does approach, he does turn over to him. Good morning, officially.
Good morning. Rivari and I were supposed to be on watch, weren't we?
Aye, but Gilda took it over.
You're welcome. I hope your canoodling was fun.
Nothing happened!
Sure it didn't.
I
She
mean
winks.
He's... If it was at all possible for him to get redder, it would happen.
You see a very, as far as you can see his face, confused look from Morikar. What?
She is clearly teasing.
He's still huffy about it, nothing happened. He'll bring a hand up to really tangle his hand into the hair at the back of his neck and looks at Morikar.
Was this what I was hearing about you and Rivari sharing body warmth?
Apparently. I
Why?
made no advances on her. At some point, I don't know when, but I was very much asleep, she came over at some point. I woke up when she got nestled against my foot. And at some point during the night, when I was still asleep, and she, I hope, was still asleep, well, I woke up with her very tight against my chest. I suppose that sleeping me felt warmth and assumed that it was my wife. It's not my wife, obviously. And now I'm being made fun of.
You forgot to say at some point.
I wasn't aware that I did it.
He casually hands you a plate as you keep talking.
He absentmindedly takes it.
And as you finish, he just shakes his head. I don't understand why you're being mocked for this, Serinda. You were injured, and Rivari, out of the kindness of her own heart, decided to keep you warm. Is that not normal?
That you are so precious, Morakar.
And
It's
your
not
mind
that-
is as deep as the pits of the void, Gilda.
She smiles.
It's not that it happened. It's that some people, and he gives like a nasty side eye to Jari, think that I'm outright cheating on my wife.
Why would they think that?
Serinda shrugs. As far as I... Nope.
Nope.
The farthest that Rivari and I go is playful teasing. She's a sanguinite. What do you expect?
Exactly that.
I'm being friendly. I have no intentions of cheating on my wife, but apparently some people think lowly of me.
I like how his voice octave is like changing repeatedly throughout that.
He's like gesturing, he's pacing, he's pulling a bunch of faces. He's very expressive, especially when he's embarrassed.
So, I guess to clarify, if Soul will correct me if I'm wrong, before Serinda gets there and while everyone else is talking, Jari disappeared.
He's like looking back to say something to Jari. He's like, Jari, what? Where the fuck did he go?
Sneaky cat. I haven't a clue. I didn't see where he went. I was enjoying this whole exchange a little too much.
If it makes you feel any better, Serinda, I never make such assumptions about anyone, especially you. You're, as far as I've seen, a man that means what he says and says what he means.
At least someone here appreciates my honesty. He'll like sit down with a big big dramatic huff.
Adorable.
How obvious is Calyx about laughing at him? Or...
He swapped to his water skin, and he's just very intently drinking his water skin from his water skin to not laugh.
Okay, well, all right, Serinda, mid as hell.
You know what? I'll insight check Calyx Cood, because he's funny and it's
Well,
completely biased.
With your modifier, it's actually below average.
God.
The dice just wants to spite you, bitch! Okay, so what does Calyx look like when he's laughing at Serinda?
Like he's definitely holding in like a snort. Like he's just it's on the edge, and like with Gilda going on about it. He's just like nodding and agreeing with her. It's like,
Surinder, you wouldn't happen to have a spare rock on you, would you?
He like checks his pockets. Hold on. Not a
Hey.
rock, but I've got this. He pulls out a Dremora horn.
May I use that for a moment?
As long as you give it back.
Let us hope it does not break. He takes it and
If you
immediately
break
throws
the
it at
Mephala
Calyx.
trophy, I'll be mad.
He immediately throws it at Calyx before Serinda says that.
Calyx is in the process of giving Gilda a thumbs up when he's pelted by the rock.
The Dremora horn.
The Dremora horn? Wait!
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if I asked to roll D100 if it's 25 or less, he gets poked with it?
Should I roll it since I'm the one throwing it at him?
Sure. I want to see if he gets poked. Well, technically stabbed. I'm just being nice about my wording. No, butt and smacks him in the side of the head.
His head, because Morkar's really strong, I feel like his head does like go with it a little bit before it like swings back, and he like looks straight at Morkar and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Brett dents his head.
Bro,
No fun allowed.
you just hear the loudest ever.
Yeah.
You nearly missed this plate of food you worked so hard to make.
And with you clearly mocking your so-called friend, I would say you almost don't deserve it.
I'm not mocking at him, just poking fun a bit.
But he clearly
Apparently, the
doesn't.
rest of us
anything.
are allowed to poke fun except the Imperial.
None of you are allowed to poke fun at me.
I beg to differ.
It's not fun.
He will
More
scoot over and take his horn back.
In the realm of comedy,
curious
my
about
friend
where-
was a potential victim.
What were you gonna say, Thorn?
I'm more curious about where Jotty has gone off to.
I'm sure he's around here somewhere. She's gonna give a look around. I have to. Guild, where's your sheet?
Serinda immediately checks over his shoulder.
I'm gonna make a perception check. I'll wrap.
I don't
That's pretty
think she
accurate.
sees him. Yeah. Both are just like not doing that well.
They're both doing the Travolta.
Serinda.
Both Reachmen are doing the Travolta. Well, regardless of where Jari is, I doubted he has gone far.
Hey Jari, does Serinda see you with a 21?
Yeah, he does. He just is more so just slipping away from the conversation. He's away, like not too far away, just sitting down, leaning up against a tree, eating breakfast. His
Daring.
fur helps him blend in with the shadow.
Serinda almost like doesn't see him. It's just like, oh, I wonder where he is. And then like locks eyes on him.
He's being me in high school.
He's not eating with the cool kids.
No, off alone, sitting against like the dodgeball court, just eating
He's at the
soft
corner
pretzel
of the
with
bleachers.
cheese.
He's fine.
Oh yeah, Calyx, we established like the 19 and the 20 on the dice are currently broken and see-through.
You can just
see.
hear.
And the high, and you'll notice like beside the 8, the high numbers are kind of freaked out too.
You could
What?
just hear the faintest sound of when I was Oh, man! From Jari's headphones.
And I was a young boy. My dad took me into. Sorry.
Sandy!
Yeah, but Jari's dad didn't take him jack shit.
Yeah, that's why he's crying.
Like
Damn.
his fur is combed, so it's like over to one side and covering one eye, and he has like eyeliner on and shit.
His fucking dreads are just parted to one side. Is crazy, dude. Oh no.
Here we go.
Christ.
Make sure I know what movie that's from.
I think that's super
Wait.
bad.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
really?
It is not.
No.
21
This character does not. It might be 20, but I'm not sure. I know there was like a movie where like he played like the emo son, and I think Adam Sandler was in it if I remember correctly, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Nobody understands me. Flips hair.
Would Serinda's staring of Jari be noticeable to the rest of us?
I don't think so, because he's not like staring at him. He's like looking around, catching sight of something, and then returning back to the others.
Okay.
I'm sure he's alright wherever he's gone.
Well, no. And you see that Morikar's already done with his food, as he's already preparing to put shit up and clean it up. We'll go check on the blood barrels, make sure another fanged fiend isn't following us.
Probably a good idea, but I doubt any has come this way. We did leave plenty of bodies and blood over where we fought, so.
I wish he did come this way, so I could properly give him a good death. There's like a little bit of annoyance in his tone. I'll start walking towards the barrels to check on them.
Okay. They seem to be all intact.
All right. Well, he'll just go back to camp and kick down the fire to, like, you know, get rid of the traces of them being there. Just start breaking down stuff to get ready to go.
Gilda's gonna help start setting everything up to finish the journey across the realm. So what are you going to do once you leave this realm?
Go to another.
Oh, that sounds delightful. What realm is next on the list?
Well,
Well, we were trying, and he side-eyes Calyx, to get to the Deadlands, but we're obviously not in the Deadlands.
Obviously not.
I can't control what this fucking thing does. It has a mind of its own.
not to
Well, we can ask
mention...
old Manamako when we get back if he'll let me use it. Maybe
If-
my attunement to the Deadlands will get us there.
And I'll be the big man's favorite.
I'll leave that up to you. If he lets you, then have at it.
Does he hate you as much as you hate him, Serinda?
Well, considering that I went into Cold Harbor to stop his plans, watched as he was getting tortured, and left him there, probably, yeah.
I would not be surprised if he says no. Because even I tried, and I was struck by his magic.
Well, you also don't know how to use it properly. I'm assuming that you also didn't have permission. I'm going under the assumption that Manamarco, loath to admit, is smart. And if he is as smart as he thinks he is, then he'll see the tactical advantage of getting us to the Deadlands, if my theory is correct, rather than playing roulette on the Oblivion Wheel.
I would like to believe you, truly, as I have faith in you. I do not have faith in our benefactor, because he may be
Who
smart.
knows Manamarco better, you or me?
Surrender, do me a favor. Roll me a quick history check. Low DC.
Okay.
Minimum DC, actually.
Thanks, Surrender.
Easiest DC in here. Surrender's like,
Is that a
nah.
DC too? Lowest
No,
DC is a DC too.
It was an 8.
That's
No.
crazy, dude. If it's about Manamarco, you should give him advantage at least.
Well, yeah, I should give you advantage. Go ahead and roll it again. That it is correct because this is related to your past.
It was almost a
There we go.
It was almost another.
So when you first arrived in these realms, you did have a conversation with Fennec, if you remember. He said he let Manamarco go. Which means he likely came in after you and let Manamarco go. He was like, nope, there you go, buddy.
As Serinda's having this brain blast moment, Morikar will reply to him. I am not questioning your knowledge and the time that you have spent, but as an observation, it just seems that even with his intelligence, his pride often is overcome. Hold on. His pride is often more overbearing. Does not make him think properly. I've noticed this with the great sage Vanus Galerian as well.
Well, I'll tell you this. If his pride were to get in the way of anything, it would have done so a long time ago when I first walked into his chapel. He has a lot to be vengeful about me, specifically, for. If he was half as prideful as he is smart, he would have imprisoned me into another realm of torment for another, say, 5,000 years. But he didn't. He knows he needs me, and he knows he needs us to do our job well. He's not an idiot. And to let his pride overtake his intelligence at a time like this would make him an idiot, and he knows that.
He does nod. Very well. Then I will
It's a
trust
stupid
you.
move.
Then I will trust your words and your ambition. Nothing more to be said.
Always trust the ambition of a Dagon Knight, Morika. It's the smartest thing you can do.
It is what's kept me alive whenever I've dealt with a Dagonite. He smiles.
Let's see if it keeps you on your feet in that arena, huh?
Let's say you, eh? And, once everything's done and dusted with the camp, he will proceed to get in one of the carts to pull it. He will stare at Calyx to get in the other one.
You fucking pull that cart and you'll notice 3 are back on your cart. I'm kidding. I was
This
like,
is where
ah.
Jari kind of accidentally sneaks up on Calyx and just says, "This one can help take the cart.
You sneak up on Calix? Okay.
I
Then you see him. He has his journal
his-
open.
His passive sneak is a 21.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. This dude's passive perception is an 8.
Yeah.
He's never gonna make it.
It's so
Oh, but
Joker.
you would seem like he has his journal open to the page about the princess, and he's like scanning over, like, who's Lady Luck again? He's like, just says a quick prayer to Nocturnal of like, hopefully I don't end up against Morcar in the arena. So that's what you would see him doing as you snuck up behind him.
Yeah. Calix.
Weird, don't end up. Ah, what? Charlie, how long have you? He like slams his journal shut. How long have you been there?
He just shrugs a second or two. This one can take the cart since you took it previously.
He looks towards the cart and then to Morcar. Well, you better check with our warden first.
He doesn't even bother waiting. He just goes and just picks it up and starts walking. And I assume it's like that joke of like the janitors when they're trying to clean the gym and you have the big gym bros lifting heavy weights and he's like, oh, let me just move this out of the way, and just goes click clack and just it's not heavy for him.
Calix just looks over, kind of bug-eyed, like, wait. Wait. His gaze goes to Morcar. Back to Jari. Wait.
Morcar looks at Calix's surprise, and he shakes his head and sighs. Are you surprised the champion of here seems stronger than you, Calix? And he starts moving immediately.
What? He's not stronger than me, probably. I've never had to think about that.
Are you sure about that? Because you're not a werewolf, are you?
No.
He continues moving.
He just curses under his breath and kind of like looks down at his cloak like, man, what are you gonna give me?
All right. That being said, begin your journey back to Osram Galbrash.
When they enter the town, Morcar will turn to Gilda. Who are these orcs that require this blood?
She points off to the north, and you do see what looks like a small setup of a orcish stronghold. They're up there.
Did not see that before. Very well. Now start walking. Start going.
She follows. As all of you get up there with the carts of blood, she motions for one of you to knock because this is not her job.
Holding the barrels.
Fuck it, Serena's gonna knock.
There we go.
You do see an older orc with like a scar running down his face open it. What do you lot want?
Delivery.
He sees the barrels. Good. He opens the gate a bit more and steps aside for you to bring him in.
Walks in.
And put him over there. And you see like this pit that's about 6 inches deep. Seems to be made of stonework that's like tightly packed together like precisely carved stone to where mortar is not needed. So it's that kind of stonework. And you do see next to it you do see what looks like a setup of like what looks like a stone spout leading in and a trough next to that.
We'll proceed to put them next to the trough.
Good. Thank you for the delivery. I want to know what happened to the 5th barrel, though.
We were ambushed by less than savory sorts who had their panties in a twist, as the saying goes. But while they were attacking us, there was a lone vampire that got a bit greedy. Suffice to say, he almost met his demise were he not a coward.
Pathetic. They're all weak and we'll hunt them down, kill them for taking what's ours.
As you should. You
And
have
he-
Sorry.
He nods. So was it money or merit for the arena?
my merit.
I will let the coordinators know that you lot have the merit. And you guys get... Let me pull up the thing. Nope, that is the tournament tree. Wrong one. Where'd it go? There it is. You get 8 points. So 2 per barrel.
Damn.
That's what I was suspecting. Alright, we're at
So
40.
you now have... Yeah. And you
We
still
need
have that other
50?
one to turn in.
No.
Yeah, 50.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought you said if we
you have
had
that
50.
other one.
Yes.
No.
The other one, that's the hands and feet guy, right?
Yes,
Yeah, the
and
hands and feet.
rapier.
Okay, yeah.
You have my utmost apologies in failing to do it perfectly, but hopefully this will be enough to suffice for your ritual.
It is enough to suffice, and you didn't fail, so to say. You would have failed if none of the barrels got here.
Fair enough. Ash Father be with you.
And he will give him a...
Hopefully, I see you in the arena.
He does give a nod to the orc as he gives his own Malakath styled salute, which is probably not familiar to this guy because it's reach based, but he still gives it to him, dips his head and turns.
Watches
You
him
win.
leave. You have one more task to turn in, guys.
Yes. Go find pervert.
Pervert.
Pervert. Same shit.
Whatever.
Oh,
you guys name it.
Perval.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't introduce a fucking pervert. What the hell?
He's perving on all. It's crazy. No, I'm kidding.
The hands and feet and sword dude.
Yes.
Mhm.
He was in this town, right?
Yes.
Yes, he is in this
Okay,
town. He will, Gilda will walk with you over to Perval's house, who seems to be doing better. He's sitting they're sitting up in bed, but not like able to walk around yet. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you up and about. He nods. Oh, well, not quite up and about. I'm waiting on a few prosthetics. I don't know if I'll be able to compete this time around, but such is a shame. Did you finish the task?
Aye, we did.
And he'll reach into his bag and pull out both the hands and feet, and he'll place them on the floor.
And my rapier?
And he'll hand the rapier to the man handle first.
You'll take the rapier? It's good to see you again, my friend. Lot did well. Full merits for the arena across the board. Thank you. Is he alive? I want him alive.
He is indeed alive, but you will be quite happy to know that our beloved Ashfather is taking a personal matter in your claim. As when Serinda and I'll motion to Serinda beat him in this duel, he reached down and grabbed him immediately after I severed his hands and feet from him.
Oh, the Ashfather is pissed. Did he do anything in this fight to piss him off?
Looks at Serinda.
Hold on. I'm downstairs. Hold on. Hold on.
You can hear Serinda walking around in the basement, running.
You just,
Hold on, I'm
you see he's
downstairs.
not even here. He's outside. Like, Serinda.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Where did the stairs come from?
Okay. Sorry, I had to go get my
The fun
clothes
part-
out of the laundry.
Yeah. The fun part is Serinda was right behind Morikar, but he no-clipped through the wall, heard the ragdoll sound, and he went flying off into the distance.
God.
Hold on. What was the...
Did he, as in the guy we were fighting, do anything disgraceful enough to piss Malakath off?
Did he?
Yeah, he
don't
fucking
remember.
aged you, bro.
Oh, was that dishonor? Oh.
Yeah, that was dishonorable action.
Oh, okay. The the only note I have for that was rude. He casts a spell that makes you old on Serinda. Parentheses, rude.
He tried to cast it on
And
us
then
multiple
beat my
times.
ass.
Yeah.
Serinda, like, squints as he remembers. Well, they cast quite the underhanded spell. I've never seen anything like it. It aged me quite terribly, honestly.
Yes, that one. Fun fact about him. Used to be a Mephala worshipper.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
Not at all.
And the bastard had the stones to kick my ass.
Oh, that's a shame. I truly am sorry. I wonder if he still has that problem with his footing.
Looked like it, but...
He pauses, then grins. Well, not anymore. Well, he nudges with the stump of one of his right leg. Technically, he still is on his back foot. Taps the ground to his left foot, which is behind the right foot on the floor. He has humor. Kind of macabre humor, but
Not completely getting it. Because, you know, he's It's Morikar. He will look to Perval, and take the axe off his back.
There was something else that I thought would sweeten the deal with you, sir. And that would be his own weapon that we took from him. Feels fitting that you'd have it.
That is extremely honorable of you. I do appreciate it. In fact, to the point where takes the rapier and holds it out, just like in his hands. Why don't one of you represent me in the arena? Use my weapon and spill some blood in my name.
Looks at the rapier, sees the other rapier wielder in the party.
Calyx.
Right.
You're good.
Calyx is like, huh?
You're good with these kinds of weapons. Better than anyone I've seen. Perhaps you should represent this man as well as yourself.
He looks towards Pervan and his eyes kind of widen. I mean, I've trained for years under my mentor, but you've been fighting in this arena for longer than I've been alive on Tamriel, probably. Are you sure that's what you want?
It is what I want. I would love for my weapon to taste blood.
He looks down at the weapon, appreciating its artistry. Well, if it's blood you want, then that I can promise you.
Good. I want you to spill plenty of blood for me.
Does this weapon of yours have a name?
It does. I'm trying to find it. I thought I dragged it onto
It's on my sheet.
the sheet. Oh, it's on your sheet. Okay, I thought if I put it on where is it? I can't. It is called the Bloody Needle.
That's quite the apt name, then.
I'm guessing you got to see kind of what it can do.
In the hands of a fraud. As much as I can, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure he didn't get to that. Its feature can be activated with your own blood as well. That and it could also be thrown while leashed. You only saw Lesius pull it back with the blood,
Yeah.
not actually throw it.
I believe I identified it when we were in the tavern. That's what I was doing when we were chilling on the short rest.
Yeah. It says, once identified, the effects are as follows. If an open wound is caused by the bloody needle, the wielder can use a bonus action to use their target's blood or their own to make a leash to the rapier. They can then use the rapier as a ranged weapon with 20-40 range. Use your action to roll an attack and send out the rapier to the target. It does the same damage as in hand and same effects. This weapon requires a bonus action to recall if the target whose blood was used to leash the rapier stops bleeding, the wielder has until the end of their next turn to recall it or it falls to the ground.
It's like a fucking bloodborne trick weapon. Good shit, Calyx.
I'm guessing the range attack still uses Dex, right?
Yeah. I do believe this is a rapier is a finesse weapon, so yes.
It is.
Right. Cool. Thumbs up in 10 Dex.
I'll remove the +1 great axe from my inventory then.
Would you rather Sorinda fucking use it? Because I think Sorinda's dex based.
He is, yeah.
Man,
I mean, it is up to Morikar and Calyx, so...
Hey man, Morikar is just suggesting because Calyx is the one that has the rapier in his hand. So...
Depends on which of you is good at a rapier. You can use one effectively. It is quite a lithe and dexterous little weapon.
Tilting his head at Calyx. I'm only keeping this in
believe
mind
me.
because, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, believe me, I know. I've been slashed many a time by my teacher.
So that is the question. Who's going to use it? Because it is a finesse weapon. So it does use dex.
Well, finesse, because the reason I was using a rapier is because finesse means it can use Dex, right?
Yeah.
But you
have the
can
option
still
to
use
strength or dex.
Versatile. No.
It's
Wait.
one hand, two hand.
Am I going insane?
Versatile, yeah, versatile is one hand versus two hand. Finesse is strength or dex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But ranged weapon attacks specifically
Always
use
use
dex.
dex, yeah.
Yeah.
And that does count as a ranged weapon when leashed. So
Even if you're holding it in your hand?
Oh yeah, that's why that's why I argued that that fucking using a bow was strength versus dex. Right. Because all ranged attacks are, unless it's a javelin.
for some reason.
No, it's even a javelin is still it's any ranged weapon.
That's crazy.
That's why he got like -10 use out of those 2 javelins he had early on.
Genuinely insane. Really weird.
Oh, it's up to you who you think is going to be able to effectively use this magical rapier better.
Okay, so in character, Morikar has seen Calyx use a rapier. He is icily going to give it to Calyx unless Calyx says otherwise.
In character, Calyx doesn't know shit about what this does, so he's like, sure, man.
German.
Calyx was like, what is Dex? I don't know what that is. That would be breaking the 4th wall.
Hey, you're holding a weapon. Here's another weapon.
I mean, I would.
To be fair, I've had that happen to me before. I was playing a wizard, and somebody's like, "Hey, you got a dagger on your hip." It's like, yeah, and have I ever used it?
That's essentially the same thing here because he's seen Calyx use a rapier, so he's just kind of putting the simplicity of 2 and 2 together. So
Yeah.
But like I said, Calyx can say something else, so it's up to him, man. Give it
Which
to
I
Rivari
don't think
Lamal.
he would.
Okay.
Awkward.
So you're just gonna say no?
Checking something here.
Holds the rapier to Calyx. Well,
Okay, I want to make sure that because we talked about what it did OOC. Was it mentioned in character?
Yeah, he essentially took it, just like changed my wording to him saying what it does in character is that it uses blood to turn it into a ranged weapon, essentially. That you can throw and recall with yours or your enemy's blood, depending upon who you're using. This also does have Vex on it, by the way.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
All rapiers do.
Yeah. But you compound that with the special feature of this rapier, it's just nuts.
I feel like he'd say, I mean, I've never tried throwing a rapier before. Heck, it'd be way too much work to chase that shit down.
Raises a brow, head tilt.
Do you not want it then?
He'll look around at the party. I just feel like it feels kind of weird after this dude was like, oh man, I'm looking for
He's
someone
saying-
to fight
yeah,
for
he's
me.
saying
And Hal's
any
just like,
of
are you
you-
sure?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying any of you, technically, so.
Serinda is like staring at the like when a cat sees something that it's really interested, it's just gonna stare at it forever. That's what Serinda's doing.
Just like pupils
the
blown,
rapier.
just staring, butt wiggle and everything. I'm just now picturing Serinda, his pupils blown, he's staring at this rapier and his butt is wiggling.
No.
You say a cat,
love
I'm
that
just
one.
saying, can I borrow your microwave?
God.
Yeah, then I feel like when his eyes sweep over the group, he would see Serinda, and then his eyes would go back towards Perron and Morikar, and then back to Serinda. Serinda, is this something you're interested in? I mean, I can say for sure you love blood.
Looks at
That's what the
Serinda.
man wants.
Serinda like crosses his arms, looks at Calyx. Well, I don't know about you, but I would trust myself with a thrown weapon far better than you. No offense.
In my old body, I could throw daggers totally fine. That was something I did normally.
Alright,
I just
this
never
is-
got the hang of those javelins, and I mean, throwing a rapier? Like, who would you literally carry one rapier? Like, why would you throw it?
As he's fumbling, Morikar will hold the rapier over to Serinda.
Serinda takes it in the instant it's offered.
Bang!
That's
I'll
how you
drag,
take-
sorry.
No, go on. You were saying you're dragging his sheet, right?
Yeah, I'm dragging it to a sheet.
You're like, well, that's happening. Calyx is just going on, like, and then when you don't have your rapier, then it's like you're weaponless at that moment. So, like, well, what's even the point of it? You have to just go grab it again. It's just still going on.
Serinda, like, as he takes the rapier, Serinda, like, feels its weight and then poises to throw it at Calyx. Oh, wait, hold still.
What?
This should be amusing.
It's on your sheet now.
Yay.
Move it from mine.
Needle.
I was just doing that. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I can like do two things at once. Cream.
Italian fingers.
What the fuck, man? Bruh.
If
Can
you'll
I throw
notice-
the rapier at Calyx?
If you'll notice, there's like a little protruding spike near the handle on the blade. That is to stab your own finger so you can create a leash.
Well,
It only does a single point of damage.
he will prick his finger on the rapier.
Take a point of damage. There it goes.
Owie.
Paper cut.
Why did you do that?
Hey, Calyx, catch.
Heck no! He pulls out his rapier and parries that shit. Expedition 33 style.
Expedition 33 style. Bro smashed X at the perfect time.
He succeeded.
Gilda's staring into the distance like, did I just see press E?
I saw Surrender prick his thumb and he's like, wait a second.
Yeets it at him.
The fuck is that for? I don't tell me you're gonna be doing this now.
He recalls the rapier. Well, what? You're the most heavily armored person here. I had a good chance of not damaging you.
That doesn't give you the ability to just use me as a punching bag. That's.
Well, why
I
not?
feel like Mordkar's better at that.
She
Oh yeah, he
stares
can
at him.
take hits, but I'm on good terms with him.
And I don't
It's
die
like
from
almost
small
edible.
pricks.
I'm saving up. I'm saving up my damage I can do to him for the arena. You, however, he points the rapier at Calyx's face. He's like gesturing with it, waving it around like he doesn't give a shit.
Alex is just backing away like, what the fuck, man? Okay, waving sharp
still.
things around is the first thing my teacher told me you're not supposed to do. Either keep it in your sheath or use it.
I'm using it on you.
Did your
That's
teacher also tell you not
God
to stab
damn.
yourself with a golden knife?
Running with knives.
My teacher wasn't a follower of Balacath, so that wasn't a concern.
And that's why you died.
That's... He's clearly still really bitter over it.
Oh, do tell, how did this one die? I need to know.
Can see why you
Gilda
two are on
looks
good
at him.
terms.
Gilda looks at him. Oh, you were such a gossip king. We were doing the Sarsaber run. He drank with. He cut his hand with a golden dagger and put in the golden statue's cup. And he starts laughing.
Follower of Balacath? I don't know this shit. He just storms out. I'm not staying here for this.
Now that he's gone,
Throws hands up.
Morikar will gently pat Serinda on the shoulder.
At least someone can accept a gift when it's given to them. It suits you, I think.
Well, if I can put it to good use, it'll find blood one way or another.
Hopefully less of your own, mate.
We'll see.
If someone
Who knows,
does
it might
kill
fall on
you...
my board. That'd be fun.
Like, he's about to, like, say... What I was about to say is, like, pauses, like...
If someone does kill you with your own weapon, they will know wrath of an Reachman scorned, I assure you.
Chuckle.
That is less likely than you think, but usually those who have fallen in the arena, their weapons are left there to be used.
Serinda sheathes the rapier on his hip.
And there's the special trick of this arena, guys.
Yay.
Yo, that means I can take Bloody Needle if I kill Serinda and use it on the next person.
Yeah, pretty much. Or take your +2 great sword if you die and use it on the next person.
Good luck. Anyone else that can wield that kind of great sword without proficiency stares at the party, specifically Calyx.
Or the spear of the hunter if Jari dies.
Oh shit, peak, actually?
Yeah, weapons are just left on the field of the fallen. So that means I catalog what is dropped, and you tell me what weapon you're picking up, and I put it on your sheet.
We all got our own loot.
Yeah.
I loot the body. What do I find?
You find nothing because it's Rivari.
I find
no,
Rivari.
you find her hands on the ground.
These hands.
I would like to
She
pick up
has-
Rivari and put her in my inventory.
She has the right to bear arms.
But she's not a bear, though.
She's the only person in Elder Scrolls with guns.
Yeah, these guns flexes.
I got these guns. Goodbye.
I got these guns. Kisses biceps.
Indeed.
I'm here all night. Try the veal.
So how much favor do we get?
10.
All right, so we're at max, guys. Good job.
Yay.
Whee!
whole 50 favor, guys. We beat the game. Good to go.
You beat the
We
game.
win the Ash.
Dungeons. Watsy just called me and said, because you got 50 favor, Dungeons and Dragons is over, tabletop is over, you have beaten it.
To be fair, we still
Congratulations.
haven't beaten a dragon yet, so we haven't beaten D&D at all, actually.
I like
could
completing
drop
Minecraft.
a dragon on you.
That would be pretty base. I would like to fight Akatosh fairly.
Akatosh appears. Whoa. How about all the dragons, including the one pretending to be a dragon? Here's Periite. You
Damn,
catch COVID and you lose.
Fucking points at him and goes, "Where the fuck's the fox at, bastard?"
Lachey barges through a spellbreaker, coughs once and dies.
I can imagine that during the arena for no fucking reason. It is so
Roll
fucking
death
funny.
saving throw. Just roll your death save.
Morikamico.
Oh my god.
Appears in the middle of the fucking room. Fucking open a portal. Walks in like Bon Voyage from The Incredibles. Biko. Dies. I pick up a Spellbreaker.
I now have 2 items. Cute.
Fucking Christ.
Mhm.
Okay.
You catch COVID from Spellbreaker.
Oh, fuck. That would be funny. Alright,
Yeah, like, didn't you know that Spellbreaker is actually patient 0 for COVID?
someone clearly didn't wash it.
No,
Oh, that-
somebody didn't have some wet wipes.
Clearly. Back to the game, though. As Calyx storms off and Morikar gives his little regards to Serinda, he'll eventually turn back to Perva and, Gilda.
I do have a question regarding this town. Is there a shop of sorts, a place to do trade?
Yes, of course. There's a small general store that way. She nods her head down the way.
Do they have chains within the store?
What are you planning?
I had this thought in my head for some time. It is
No, you
personal.
cannot chain somebody up in the arena.
What?
He's like,
No. That's not what I mean. Do they have them or not?
They do. Not very long strands of chain, mind you.
They don't need to be long. Just sturdy.
All right. Yes, they do have some.
Good.
and he'll give a nod to Perval before he walks out.
Good luck. I will be watching. Oh, and do keep an eye out for my student, Roland Tassant. He'll be in the arena.
Roland or Rollin?
Rolen, Rolen. Rolen. Clearly a Breton.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna kill him first because he's a fucking Breton.
Mm.
Here's the name Toussaint. Immediately gets a little angry.
It's like, my racism has been activated.
Ah, yes, I can decide to kill someone who is the reason for my people getting constantly persecuted. Hell yeah. Base.
Hell yeah, Breton, time to be racist. All right. You gonna head off and buy some chain?
Yes, I am. I'm a little weird with it. To keep it pretty short, he is looking for sturdy chain that can also go to that you can like essentially wrap around something and keep something from falling off or out of something, you know, like kind of semi-restraining, but also like to what's the word, like a support, because that's essentially what he's going to do with this.
Yeah, you could get a couple feet of chain for that, sure.
How much?
Probably about 5 silver. That's it.
I'll just hand him a gold then. Get double that.
Okay.
After Markar's done talking, Jari would want to ask the Purview, whatever his name was.
Perval.
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 Meh. He would be like, this one has a question about this tournament.
And what would that be?
Is it all in one day, or is it spread out over multiple days?
Spread out over about 2 or 3 days, usually. There's usually 12 contestants that enter. And one comes out alive. Everybody else dies.
And then do they stay dead, or do they come back?
Depends upon how well you perform for Lord Malakath. If you do a crap job or do anything underhanded, you stay dead. If you give a good show and show your strength and might, you get brought back.
And then he has this look where he's like, if you do well, you then get to take your weapons back after the arena, or is it winner takes
Yes.
all?
Especially in emotions to the Spear of the Hunter. I don't think he's in the mood to pissing off the other princes.
Mm-hmm. He had this nod of like, he was freaking out of like, okay, do I not need to use his weapon, so even if I die, it doesn't end up in someone else's hand?
Here's the thing. I'm assuming that was bequeathed to you by the Lord of the Hunt?
Yes.
They cannot keep it. It will return to you until such time Hersine sees fit that you are done with the weapon. So even if somebody did try to leave the arena with it, the next morning they would not have it anymore. These things are quite infamous for vanishing when the prince sees fit to make it vanish.
He has this visible sigh of relief, like, okay, good. I don't want to get in trouble for losing this super important gift. This
I
one
don't
thanks
think
you.
it would be losing it if he's one of the princes who feels that if you lost the spear, you didn't deserve it in the first place.
Well, lost in battle. But yeah, that's all. He would follow the rest of the party out after that.
With that, as Morcar buys his fucking chain, this is where we take a break.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back, Elder Rolls. We got the favor now. Tournament, yeah.
Tournament next session.
Damn.
Oh, like, didn't we still have like days left, or?
I guess we got done early.
Technically,
Yeah.
yeah, you got done early. I opted to give you guys plenty of time because I didn't want you to feel rushed. You got a couple days. 17th is when the tournament is. So you
Okay.
could go back and eat raw Daedrat if you so fucking wished.
Oh, we have so much time. Jesus.
Yeah, dog.
Mhm.
Time for an RP session, a super RP session. That's all we're gonna do.
Mega RP for the next like week.
No, 3 days. Dude.
I can.
You
try.
also have to stop by the arena and say, hey, we got all the favor, bitch. Let us in.
Yes.
I think so. Jari would ask Morcar and Gilda, be like, is there anything we are going to do for the next day or two, or just get there early and wait?
Looks
It's
at Gilda.
entirely up to you what you're going to do. I'm going to spend time preparing. I've already had my favor. I just followed you around for the fun of it.
Well,
She smiles.
He will look to her and ask, is there the notice boards that we found in other towns, is there one here also?
Not in this town. This is the smallest town in the realms.
Okay, so he would then ask, is there ways to pick up just odd jobs in town for the day for coin?
Not really. We all handle our own here.
Okay.
We could still go do that Daedrat hunt back over at Vengeful Eye. That sounded fun. That and I want to see him puke and points to Calyx.
He's rage slashing a tree.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to use a rapier.
Serinda's with Calyx. He's like leaning up against a tree, just out of the line of fire.
Lol.
It works.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Did Serinda forget he has pain receptors again?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
You go.
no, I don't know, Thorin. We can do the conversation in voice if you want. But...
I mean, they were, doing their thing, so I was just
yeah.
typing.
I was just gonna finish off by looking at Jari to finish this side of the conversation. Then you guys can go after.
It would be within our best interest to go back to Vengeful Eye anyway, to be closer to the arena.
Okay.
Now go.
It's
I'm just
entirely
making
up
last
to you
one.
what you want to do.
Hawthorne.
I was just reading your thing. I hadn't read it yet.
He said, cock.
Shut up.
I'm an adult.
I think he lets out another kind of like short, scoffy laugh at the first part of your statement. Doesn't matter though, I don't see him changing his ways. It's for my own good, he says, or whatever. Fanatical shit. It was. I'd like to think we're on good terms. At least I thought so until yesterday.
What about yesterday?
Could have helped you, but you can't get over your thing with Metamarco, even if it threatens your life.
Serinda's face falls. He'd been like smirking at Calix like he usually does, and it just drops right off his face. He looks off to the side.
What, do you expect me to just let you die?
No, of course not. But that wasn't why I refused the help. I wasn't thinking. Well, I was going to say I wasn't thinking clearly, but I really don't think I was thinking at all. But with the feel of the magic and the way you leaned over me with your eyes blue as his and the pain in my chest, it was like I was back on that altar all over again. It felt like it. I just wanted it to stop. Should I have refused the help? No. But I thought I was dying again. So
His eyes do widen at his eyes were glowing blue part. He clearly did not know that.
I
But he,
mean, you are a paladin of Minorca.
this bro knows shit about magic. He does still. He still has that pissed off, angry expression though, and he says, "Well, I'm not Manamarco. So I hope you can get that in your head. But I get that you were going through stuff. I'm not him, though."
I know you're not. I don't think you are. If I thought you are, nope. If I thought you were, I would have succeeded in
I'd
killing
be dead.
you. Yes. But I don't know. It brought me back in all the wrong ways, and he looks around for anyone else near, and then lowers his voice. I was afraid. And that doesn't happen to me. Usually.
Can't just come back like you were in the arena.
It's... He does, like... There is a look on his face at mention of the arena. It's... For the first time ever, he looks nervous. I don't know. In the arena, it was all anger and just indignance, I guess. Just having to push on. I couldn't die. I had to get home to see my wife. But this... I felt 80 again. Not knowing where I was, what was happening. With pain in every fiber of my being. And looking up to see someone I would have trusted under different circumstances. Whose face was, at the time, not friendly, but I'd known of him before. And the knife. And look, I know you're not him. I'm not trying to say that you are. Far from it. I mean, you you promised to fight for yourself in the arena. That's proof enough. If you were half as egotistical as him, or me, you'd be fighting for that cause. But I didn't see you, Calyx. I saw him. And that's just something that I had to deal with. Have to deal with. It's just getting over it. Now that I'm not fighting for my life against wave after wave of enemies and Daedra and fire and ice and choking on my own insides with poison in my veins. Now that I have time to think about it, it was too much. And I'm sorry I didn't let you help. I should have. I know I should have. Being in the state that I was.
I think the anger is wearing off, though he's still pissed a bit. And I think he'll step into his space and kind of get up in his face and be like, well then, next time your life is hanging on the line and I can help you. Try to think of this face instead of his. Okay?
Serinda does grab Calyx by, like, the cheeks and shakes his head around a little bit. What, this ugly mug?
Ah.
Grins at him.
Fuck off! And like shove him off.
He just called your boyfriend ugly.
That's true. Unfortunately, I don't think he thinks that far.
Aw, as they say in the South, bless his little heart.
Look, if whatever canoodling you're doing with Rivari helps you get over this shit, then by all means, you like clap his hand on his shoulder. Have my blessing. And he'll like turn
Okay,
and start to walk
Dad.
away. Try to-
Serinda.
He's
Serinda goes
clearly
red.
messing with them.
Serinda goes red all the way to the ears.
Whatever you do in that arena with Pervon's rapier, just try to do him good. It's what happened to him. It's really a shame for your life to change on a dime like that. He doesn't deserve that.
Yeah. I guess.
And he walks away.
Serinda's like kind of like fumbling with himself for like a solid 20 seconds before he like jogs after him. Nothing fucking happens.
Sure, he says kind of loudly as they're like approaching the group, pointing
like-
his head towards Jari.
You typed cock in chat. Clearly something happened.
More cars staring at Calyx.
As soon as they get back to the group, Serinda punches Calyx in the arm.
He's just grinning. Just takes it.
Shut up. Oh, it's-
He is unaffected by Morikar's glare this time. Is he going to regret it later? Probably.
No, it's just a stare. It's not a glare.
Okay.
It's not like you can see his face. It's just the fucking wolf eyes.
He's used to that then.
Yeah.
Did we wrap up in there? Did we decide where we're headed next?
That is what I was going to ask you, but you were quite busy using a rapier incorrectly. Which is a
It
good
was-
thing.
Not incorrect. I swear to all the gods.
Looks at Serinda.
Serinda shrugs. His phone was actually quite good.
Hmm.
Look, you can
Regardless,
insult me, but don't bring my teacher into this. He's a good dude.
but I did not bring your teacher into this. I brought your skill into this. I don't even know who that is.
I do fine.
Hmm.
See what you have to say in the arena.
Hmm.
Big talk.
He's so cooked if he faces him.
Yeah. I mean, if he hits him, that's the real thing. But he looks in the direction of Vengeful Eye.
We were talking about going to Vengeful Eye to be closer towards the arena's entrance. What we do in that time that we have is still up for discussion.
That's not a bad idea. It'd be good to be closer. Could avoid any ambushes.
I wouldn't worry about getting ambushed. We might get dueled in the middle of town.
What else is there to do?
Spare work, perhaps, if there's some available.
Well, there was that, and his case is going to go to Silinirat Daedrat hunting competition. I don't know if you want to bring your rat near that.
Squeak.
Serinda pushes Silinirat into his bag. I'm saving this one.
His expression towards Silinirat was a little too zealous for comfort.
Hey, you can't have him.
I don't want it.
Squeak.
I saw the way you were looking at it.
He just puts his hand up like, I'm not even gonna.
You want to kill a Daedrat? Go kill a Daedrat, by all means. Just not this
Gross.
one.
Just a
Squeak.
suggestion if we're looking for things to do around there anyway.
Is it saying squeak in Mana Marco's voice?
Squeak.
I need to know, Soul.
No.
Okay.
That would have been funny though, but he's not gonna do
That
that.
would've
He's
been
just gonna quietly
really-
watch.
How funny would it be if only Serinda heard that?
What about in
Nobody would
Silnir's
believe him.
voice?
Yes.
You got you
Guys, I swear
silhouette
Mana
on your-
Marco is in my rat. Serinda, you're going
just
crazy. I'm not.
Man, you could
You
craft a
just
religion
this
around this.
silhouette sitting on your shoulder, turns to your ear, leans in close. Yes, I am in your rat, and nobody's going to believe you.
Nobody will ever believe you. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Surrender, I don't know how to tell you this, man, but I think 2,000 years in the arena has induced some psychosis, brother.
It was 1,000 years and my brain is perfectly healthy.
Yeah,
Has
it's
an
not.
aneurysm and fucking dead.
Truly in my fucking rat. Can't you hear him? The rat's just squeaking, just kind of cleaning its face. And then when everybody looks away, I told you nobody would believe you.
You either continue with the bit or the rat dies.
Uh,
I mean, what would you suggest? Hit up one of the other places we haven't been to? That's the only thing I remember being in Vengeful Eye besides drinking, I guess.
You'll look towards Gilda,
yes.
offer her the map.
Are there any other places of import that we could go to? I would say it's a waste of time, but
I would agree with you. It's not like many are allowed in Vigil of Orkra.
what about this Silhunsa watch and the Lantern of Sideways?
Oh, those are predominantly Daedra. I wouldn't bother.
So you're saying there's no chance that the people we're looking for are there?
There's not really anything that ever happens in those places. People, the Daedra that go there to get away from mortals. They don't appreciate us going to their places.
Okay, so they'd already be dead if they were there.
Pretty much.
We'll look at Calyx, and we'll just give the map back to Serinda, because he usually does.
It would be a place to go if we don't find our quarry. Considering that the last people that we had to find were captured by cultists and vampires, it'd be the last place to be expected.
Maybe.
It would.
What are these two people that you're looking for look like? What do they act like?
One of them is a Dunmer, I believe they are called. I believe he is.
And he's like trying to remember Nellos' faith because he did see it. And he's like kind of describing it in vaguish detail. Bald. I think he's bald, right?
Yeah, he's bald.
And he has like the fucking stupid ass typical Telvanni goatee.
Yeah. It's all the rage.
Yeah.
And he wears these robes, has an air of superiority about him.
Person like that in a very martial-based realm. Who knows? Definitely wouldn't be able to get into Vigil of Orkra. They only let in orcs that have proven themselves, usually. The only non-orcs you see in that town are usually toyed with, made to do things.
The other one was a red guard, dressed in...
He remembers what King Mahandra looks like. Oh, right.
Yeah.
He's dressed in regality. Oh, boy.
Dressed
all fancy.
Silks and gold.
Oh, he would stick out like a sore thumb. You said he was a king?
And that he was a red guard, aye.
Redguard would win him some points, being a king dressed in finery. Not so much. Needless to say, we would have heard of him. I tell you what we can do. She looks at Silhouette. And your little Daedrat friend to do. Squeak.
That.
Right. You can't control him? He's uncontrollable?
Quite frankly, I've never tried, but I don't think so. It's not technically not mine.
And in the split second that nobody is looking at Silhouette, the Daedrat just slowly turns his head towards towards Serinda, and then looks straight back ahead. Go back to squeaking.
Serinda stares at it. I know you're
Nobody will believe you.
I know you're in there.
What are you talking about? It's a Daedrat. Of
Don't
course the
worry.
Daedrat's in there.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I was going to suggest we could have the Daedrat look around. I mean, it is technically a Daedra. They're not going to pay it a mind if we just to lantern of sideways at the very least, because Silahana's watch is a little out of the way. We could save that for after the tournament. We could just stand off to the side on the edge of the forest, let the Daedrat go in, and if anybody can communicate with it, find out what it saw. Gee.
Serinda shrugs.
Where did you get the Daedrat again?
Well, it was dead when we came across it on the Necromancer's Moon.
Let me test something here. Seeing as this is the Prince of Undeath. And she goes, walks up to you, leans into the Daedra, and just quickly pokes its eye to see if she gets a reaction. There is no reaction. I think it's still technically dead. Does anybody have the ability to talk with the dead? If not, I
Used
know
to.
somebody.
I've forgotten, but
Mm. Gets I'm among You have no idea how many times I do that when I'm like playing a monk or a martial class. It's like, hey, does anybody know blah 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 spell? Hold on. Oh wait, right, I don't have spells.
me with all my level 1 cleric spells, like, let me see. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Let me
Would
see.
that even work on a lowly Daedra like that?
they speak Daedric.
Yeah. They speak Daedric.
Daedra are more intelligent than most give them credit for, actually. They're quite smart.
Even the one that's looked like animals.
Squeak.
Yes. All Daedra are sapient, to a degree.
So we have a few
Daedrats.
options.
Hmm.
It does speak Daedric. It's just, unless you use magic, it doesn't have the vocal cords to do it. So we have a few options. We can get a magic item or scroll and ask it questions once it's done scoping.
Oh, do you have a collar of speak Daedra?
Well, I have lived in this realm for a bit. Of course I speak Daedric.
Of course.
You
You said
kind of
you
have to pick it
knew-
up.
Yeah, well. You said you knew someone?
Yes, I do know somebody who specializes in selling magic items. We will have to head back toward the arena. He tends to have a cart in that direction and wanders the roads.
Ain't no fucking way. Of course, it's the fucking cart motherfucker that sells magic items.
I love playing an asshole. Anyway.
I love throwing that shit back in your face because you're playing an asshole.
Serinda gets a grin on his face and looks at Morikar.
Oh, what
Morikar's
did you do?
Morikar's casually looking between Serinda and Gilda as they talk. And he just turns to Gilda.
What did you do to that old man?
Spoke to him.
Knowing you, when you speak to somebody, you insult them.
He insulted me first.
Oh, what did he say?
I honestly don't fucking remember, so I'm be real.
Along the lines of walk on your own 2 feet. Duh.
Something bloody obvious. When we stood up, we were asking for directions.
You asked a hardcore Malakath follower for help in Malakath's realm. So we pointed out the obvious to you because you basically were... Oh boy.
To be fair,
I
we
can
didn't.
smooth this over.
To be honest, we didn't know we were in the ash pits.
Well, I can smooth this over. You just got to keep your mouth shut. And stay your blade, mister. I know you.
He like pauses, making a face, and shakes his head.
What?
Oh, don't give me that. You wanted to kill a vampire because it was hungry.
I wanted to kill a vampire because he was a coward, not because he was hungry.
You're gonna find vampires all over Oblivion. They go where the food is. They're animals, essentially.
And they'll get treated like animals then. Gilda,
By the way, I can
If-
fix this. What?
if I wanted to hurt him, I would have done it already. He made it very apparent upon our first meeting where this place was. And I shut my mouth.
Okay, very well. Well, I can talk to this individual, talk to him. I can get us a scroll or a magic item that allows us to speak with the dead. We can have your little Daedrat go wander around Lantern of Sideways, see if he sees a human, and then come back to us. And we can ask.
Sure, why the fuck not? If it works, it works.
And it kills time too before the arena battle, so. She lets out a breath. She smiles and she starts walking out of town. It's up to you guys to follow.
Obviously, more cars following her.
Yep.
You walk out of town, walk back toward the road. She's going to look down to Vigil of Okra, and then back down the road in the direction of the arena and Lantern is sideways. We could stay here. He will come across this. He comes across this area very frequently. Or we can pick a direction. It's entirely up to you.
Do you know what his route is?
Usually around the arena, the champion hits all the towns. He's a traveling merchant.
And let us go closer to Vengeful Eye so we can kill two birds with one stone, eh?
All right. You start toward Vengeful Eye. Let's see. That was 6 hours right there. And it is getting to nighttime.
We didn't pass him.
No.
What we doing, gang?
Oh, we may as well camp here like last time. It's at a crossroads. Maybe he'll pass by here in the morning.
It's entirely possible. He will be frequenting this road more often because, well, the arena is going to start soon.
If we know he's coming through, might as well hunker down for a bit. See if he comes by.
She's gonna set up camp then, on the corner road, to watch out for him.
Sounds good.
Oh, that one adds spin to it. He does not pass by in the night.
Alright, I guess it's roll time again.
Yep. What do we get? What do we get? Doll or Mel? Doll or Mel?
Recovers 1 hit point.
Yeah, more doll, baby!
You were
Yay.
so injured. Oh my god, Serinda.
Yeah, I was on the brink of death, dude.
Yeah, you were very, very badly injured. I am so sorry.
So I have a question, because, like, paladins can only change 1 spell per day, so I'm, like, kind of planning ahead for the arena. Is making someone frightened considered dishonorable? Or is that
I'm
just,
not going
like,
to tell you. You got to
show
figure
up?
that shit out.
Hey, okay, cool. We got this. He got this. He's not going to get smited by Malakath again, probably.
Maybe.
I mean, if you're making them scared of you, I wouldn't say it would be dishonorable because they're scared of you.
By a spell, though.
Eh.
If what that
What is
guy
this
did to
spell if
me
not-
would be considered dishonorable,
Yeah,
I
see,
think
that's the thing.
magically
That's what.
weakening an opponent would also be considered dishonorable.
Chaos bolts only. Gotcha.
I'm not using Bane. Or Command,
Yep.
for that matter.
Yep.
$2 million healing spells.
What is a spell if not displaying your mental strength?
You could make
How's
that
that,
argument.
Malakath?
You could make
He's
that
not smart
argument in
enough to.
character, Lamal.
I'm so smart. Heals for 1 hit point.
Behold the strength of my constitution.
I'm like, so powerful. It's no big deal.
Fucking. Done this twice today.
I think during the evening, Morikar would go to find Serinda whenever he's available.
Okay.
Whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, I'd say Morikar catches Serinda. Just like sitting outside his tent. Not completely. He's like in the doorway flap, like staring out at the edge of camp. He has his hand up under his breastplate.
He'll approach.
Do you have a moment?
I have several. What do you need?
He'll start. As you see him approach, when you turn, you see that his hand is on the center of his chest, where the very apparent soul scar is. As he's also picking at it. He's like just gently running his hand up and down the blade wound.
I have made many sacrifices before, but this is different. What is it like for you?
What, having the crater, or
That's having a wound on your very soul. What have you?
Well, for you, it's probably different. I can't take pride in my wound, but any touch is, well, any touch to the wound itself, even after all these years, is something I can feel in my essence, in my soul. If it gets hit, then it feels like everything under my skin and over my skin feels that pain. That's why I have a breastplate with such sturdy protection over the wound. All the good it's done me. It used to burn like some 500 years ago, maybe, was when it stopped. But I always knew it was there. And I still feel it. Just the pain of having that happen. Having you ripped from you is not a recommended experience.
I would be inclined to agree. There is no pride in this wound that I have taken, Surrender.
And he'll gently run his palm over it.
I would say that this is a mark of failure. Of
He's trying to find the word as I'm trying to find the word.
foolishness, perhaps. Sacrifice had to be made, sure. I was unfamiliar that people that are damned to this place, or perhaps blessed to come here, if they are true believers like myself, come back after a time. I did not know that she would come back. I panicked. It would feel wrong for her not to uphold what she said she was going to do and participate in the tournament.
I would have done the same thing in your position. My point being is that you chose to give yourself this. That's the difference. Something was taken from you, something was taken from me. I got it back, but not completely whole. As did you. And Surrender will briefly reach into the tent, kind of feel around a little bit, and then he pulls out his short sword. Do you trust me?
He looks up at you, and you can see his eyes, and they are the 1,000-yard stare.
I'd like to think I can.
Good. Don't move. And Serinda will approach him, short sword in hand, put his non-sword hand on Morikar's chest, like his fingers around the wound, and he will gently press the tip of his sword to the wound enough that Morikar can feel the pain in his soul. And he holds it.
Bam. Sorry.
Soul. Considering that this is something Malakath gave him for that sacrifice, how would this pain feel?
Starts as a dull ache. And as it gets like pressed further in, that starts to focus sharper and sharper until you feel like, just as like the tip is digging into the skin, it just starts sending shock waves of pain throughout your body like the moment he stabbed you.
And you see his entire muscular frame goes taut, like he's about to fight something, but he stays still.
Breathe. Breathe.
It burns.
Tell me why you made the sacrifice.
Because I wanted to save Gilda from a fate worse than death.
That's not the reason.
He's trying to think as the pain is focused.
Because I made it.
You can see he's hesitating.
Serinda leans closer. He doesn't push the sword in harder, but he does lean in. Say it.
Sorry, my mind is not working with me today right now.
You know what? Mood.
Because I have nothing. It's just more of myself to give to him.
And Serinda will lean in real close. You failed.
I did. Just like I failed her back on Nanny.
Serinda he pulls the sword away. That's your penance. That right there, that wound. You have to protect it. Otherwise, someone can easily debilitate you. That's a testament to your failure. As is mine. And Surrender will lift his breastplate, his half tunic, I guess. So that the entirety of the scar is showing, with the black cracks that spread across his chest and the glowing blue at the very center. He lifts a hand to it. This tiny, almost imperceptible wisp, almost white but not quite blue, wraps around his finger. It'll fall out if you're not careful.
He gets close to look at it more in detail, trying to remember the intricacies of the soul wound.
As you look closer, you can see other scars around the edge of the main quote-unquote impact of the crater. They're all clean, like they were made with blades, and they're all deep. This isn't something you can get rid of.
You've tried, haven't you?
Why don't you tell me? What do you see?
He's looking at it.
And
Many attempts.
the size of the scars is roughly the same as his short sword. Many times.
I suppose that this will mark the first time to wear a failure. Though I suppose there is a bit of honor having it dealt willingly.
And he looks to, he's like still staring at like the wisps and just the whole mark itself as his eyes are just tracing around all the times he tried to dig it out, essentially.
You have gone through a great ordeal.
Of course I have. I'm 1,000 years old.
Saying it and seeing it are very different.
Point is, you chose yours. Failure or not, sacrifice or not, this, and he pokes just below the soul wound that Morikar has. This was your choice. And by your god, no less. I'd give anything to have a wound of Dagon on my body. Are you kidding me? All this, and he gestures to himself vaguely. Either self-inflicted or from the arena. And he does get a look on his face of like, It's a weird kind of expression. It's like half disgust and half trepidation as he mentions even the word arena, and his gaze does wander over to where the arena actually is in the Malakath arena.
Mm-hmm. You follow the gaze.
We all follow the gaze, to be honest.
All right.
So, you're excited to get back in the fight, yeah?
On my own oath to the Ashfather, of course I am. Wound or not.
I wish I could say the same.
Do you fear what's to come, Surindo?
I don't fear. I'm not afraid of anything. But I won't lie and say that the idea of returning to a gladiatorial arena isn't the top of my bucket list. If it is between you and me, I'll give you a good fight. But I've one condition.
Aye.
If I lose to you, just kill me quickly. I've had enough of my dying body being paraded, hoisted on javelins and halberds and being pulled apart by ropes, dragged along through the dirt. Have some decency.
I will say, Morcar, is that that is not the Malakath way to do that sort of shit. Kill the weak quickly.
You do see Morcar give a very stoic nod as he looks back up at you, and again, the 1,000-yard stare. It looks more intense this time, as his eyebrows furrow slightly, but it's still a very wide stare. It's a very eerie look.
Doing so would disgrace everything that I am, Surindo. Do not worry. If I am to be victorious against you, or anyone within our little group, I'll be quick and clean. It is my choice how one dies by my blade, after all.
And there's some serious conviction behind his words when he says that.
I will hold you to it.
He nods.
I expect the same, if I'm to fall by you as well.
Surindo will lift his hands in a bit of a, like, you got me, shrug. Dagon isn't known for his mercy.
I know. I know. But as a former prisoner of an arena myself, I know you understand.
I do. What the humiliation of it all. And yet, he, like, gestures towards the arena. We fight. I don't have a personal stake. I fight for Dagon. If not for him, I wouldn't participate. But I have to honor my lord somehow. After 1,000 years, I've got a bit of catching up to do, no?
Aye. On your own terms, no less.
Surrender grins. It'll be my honor to kill you.
You could certainly try.
He also shares the grin.
I will.
One way or another, when it is between us, I have no doubt it'll be a good show.
I look forward to a fighting chance. You're quite formidable, you know. It's a good thing you didn't go into Maelstrom. Foundry 10 would have never let you go.
I don't think that the hag-raven cunt would have let you go either. You're too unique.
Unique. That's certainly a way to put it. I look forward to having a new scar, whether it be from you or whoever I face. I hope it's you. But, you know, I won't complain if Calyx does wind up getting a couple hits in on me.
I am eager to see how he does.
Do you think he'll live up to the challenge?
It is hard to say. One does not willingly accept Manamarco as their chosen patron so easily. And I've learned that man, Calyx, is even more unique than I thought of. Not easy at all. Not one bit.
God damn it, Thorn.
I hope I get to see him fight. If I don't, I'll be upset. He's a good fighter.
When he
Maybe more than you
tries,
give him credit for.
when he tries,
He's always trying. I know that. He's just young.
He nods slowly.
aye, that he is.
And you? How many winters have you seen, eh?
I don't rightfully know anymore. I stopped counting.
I expected nothing less. I don't expect you to give the kid a break. But I personally wouldn't want to be on the opposite side of the arena as him.
We will see, Serinda. We will certainly see.
If chaos has its way.
In Oblivion. For certain.
Serinda will pull down his breastplate again. Was there anything else you needed to talk over? Any more curiosities nagging at your tongue?
None at the front of my mind at the moment.
He'll nod to you.
I shall leave you to your peace.
Tumultuous peace. Get some rest. You'll need it for the challenge we face when we find that orc.
No doubt.
He rubs the back of his head awkwardly as he proceeds to walk back, and you hear him muttering in Daedric. just fed. It's like,
For fuck's sake.
Serinda does give like a as he walks off.
And as he walks off, you do see an old man with a cart stop as he passes. Oh, fucking great, it's you lot. And this is where we'll be pick up next time. I figured that. I was waiting to drop that. Waiting.
Legendary cliffhanger.
amazing.
Yay. This
fucking dude.
motherfucker. Episode
Alright.
ends.
Well, we will see you guys next week, next Wednesday, same time, same place. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night.
Bye.
Night.